Hello and welcome back. So it's time for our 5th cache in 2 days here in Oceania, or cache, of course, as it is such localized. So, if Immunity win, they go through to LAN. If Renegades win, Animal Squad go through to LAN. That is what is going on here. So SPUNJ has gone to someone else's place to play the game because his internet is on the fritz. I do wonder, now that's the next we need to look up. Where does the fritz come from? When something is on the fritz, we must find out from whence that came. So what are your thoughts? One thing I want to notice actually is that we've seen a lot of mistakes made on cache from other teams, and I think that we should see Renegades and Immunity running a much tighter ship, so this should be a good example of how to more optimally play cache in certain situations such as anti-ecos, anti-force buys, so on and so forth. But who are you expecting to take this? Well,
it's Immunity. I don't think there should be any other result than them just winning pretty comfortably. That's what should happen. That's what should happen. I mean, they have a lot more experience at this point with success of their current lineup, and they tend to try to play in a way that they abuse their individual play less than I say Renegades have in the past. And Renegades, I feel like they've always been a team that have been slightly worse fundamentally, but they've had a lot of skill to abuse to back it up. And Immunity, you know, recently we've seen players like James, players like Rickeh. I mean, it's still just imagine as well, just everybody just stepping up their game from an individual perspective, and with that good CS fundamentals, it's really going to help. And we got the classic boost on the pistol around here. I'm surprised they didn't go with more players.
We've got 3 up there.
Rickeh's looking for the spot. It's quite sneaky by Renegades. They're really being quite deceptive at the moment. Look at these smokes coming in as well.
That's that smoke from SPUNJ, which he throws from the boost position, which I spoke about in the previous game, which ideally allows them to get towards Z connector without being spotted from the A site. On this occasion, they got shot in the head. James coming down from the common Kiyashima spot as well. He'll spot the players on site. There's a full rotation coming in. 5 versus 1. Can they even get a bomb plant here? Looking unlikely for Renegades. Yeah, I'm looking to get a headshot there. Rickeh goes down, but he's got so much to do. Double peak coming in, and that will be the round for Immunity.
And this is that discipline we're talking about from Immunity to an extent in the pistol round. They played it really, really passively, and they didn't lose patience at any point. They stuck to their guns. They trusted the communication after the spots, and then just played their positions. And you can see some experience coming out there as well. So it's a good start for them. It's going to be on to Renegades to try to get some damage in here. They've gone for the force spy. Couple of flashes for Yam, so he'll be able to pop flash the close position there if he chooses to do so. Just toss one in, toss one flash in against the side of the door. And well, looks like they're just actually going to split up. Now in a spot like this, you would see the split here just to waste some time, maybe catch some aggression. But I would be very surprised if they do not bunch up together at some point to go for a big push with the numbers, because that's how you are going to take a site with the Tech-9s.
So they're still posturing for now, either Renegade side. Immunity with 2 people in B, 2 people in A, and 1 person in mid, trying to just hold down these sites should a rush come in from the Renegades in either direction. Mid will not be as important in this situation. SnypeR though, trying to hold things down here, but with 49 seconds on the clock, he seems to be moving away to try and bolster defenses towards A. So the push coming in from Renegades, is this a good read from Immunity, or will the split come in, or the push rather, towards B? Seems unclear. Still just moving around mid, and here we go. This massive worm of Renegades players moving up short altogether. SnypeR getting taken down actually in Z connector. Imagine being dinked on site. This could go the way of Renegades.
Yeah, quick attempt at repositioning there, but it's not going to go well. James comes in. Oh no, that should have been his frag. That should have been his frag in a 2-on-2. But instead, Rickeh has to kill everybody with the MP9. There's not a lot of bullets in that compared with the other SMGs, so he's got to be careful with how he goes for the engagements. He'll spray down the second. There's the reload. 1 versus 1 now. Yam at the back of the site with the MP7, and that's going to do the job. Yam will win it here, but oh, this is a catastrophe for Team Immunity. Getting reset like that immediately, they pretty much have to force buy in a spot like this. Would be surprised if we don't see that, but either way, yeah, there we go. And we actually have a couple of FAMAs, so this could get interesting between these 2 teams. Will we see aggression from Immunity? I wonder.
That was a nice peek from Rickeh actually, after he got the second last guy down. It was a very AWP-esque peek to just jump over the box to spot the player as he's at towards the end of his jump arc. Saw a similar thing, DreamHack Valencia from JW on IV, on train. The information paid off for him. Didn't pay off for Rickeh on this occasion. Was close though. Trying to tap down his Rickeh with the FAMAS, but it's not going to work out for him. The AK, not AWP, will prove superior. JK has taken a lot of damage, but really not going to matter here. Immunity have 3 pistols and 1 rifle.
Yeah, this could get messy though if it still gets a fast frag. Oh, so close there. And he's going to toss the weapon to James. Love that. Love the team play there. Of course, he is the stronger player now, James. More HP. And Emagine is just sneaking around forklift. This is very dangerous with the P250 from this range. Very, very dangerous indeed. And here he goes. Emagine in, doesn't get any shots off though. James will get a single frag before being traded. And here comes the next FAMAS. So FAMAS after FAMAS and just so much damage done. But where are the frags? Emagine will pick up one, looking for the second one. Somehow finds it onto Yaman as they line up. But SPUNJ and JKS will survive. And interestingly, they did a lot of damage. They actually did a lot of damage there, and they can afford to buy a couple P250s more in this round. That's what they're going to do. So, if with any luck for team immunity, they're going to pick up another couple of frags. That's kind of what they're looking to do, and that'll be okay. You
have to wonder how tense immunity are right now. $250,000 finals on the line here in one game versus arguably the second strongest team now in the Oceanic region. So far, so good for the Renegade side. Immunity just with the pistols here. JKS has left the building, but other than that, it's not going to be a big deal for Renegades. He's still with an AK, though. Let's see. Well, he's in a position to save it, really. Just James on his own towards A, trying to get some more frags in. Dancing around the forklift area, but AZR will take him down. So, we'll see if USTILO can save this gun. He's been spotted though, so the hunt will happen. You can see Gravity bringing all these players down the minimap, and there it is, the UMP. Although the AK will be irretrievable, so a bit of more money to be spent on Renegades by coming out for immunity now. No AWPs just yet, following the force. Maybe we will see them later on. There was no knife as in the previous match.
This is kind of scary actually for immunity. This kind of format actually, the best of one to get to the finals, but very exciting for Animal Squad. I imagine that they are watching in quite the intense way.
No, they're going to be crying in the shower all together.
What now?
Until somebody calls and says, "You made it, lads," or I don't know. Apologies. Immunity with a good start, controlling the A main area. Although Renegades will soon be following it up because the bomb was dropped there. They will see that it appears to be clear at the very least.
It's something that Immunity are quite good at actually. From the all the Oceanic teams that we've watched, I think they might be the best one when it comes to just poking with aggression here and there. Especially A main. We saw a lot of good stuff there yesterday from them in that regard. And oh no! SnypeR's going to catch 2 players. Yaman as they're going over the top, and JKS gets the trade, but so much damage was done. You don't like Renegade's chances in this one unless we get some more shots like that. SPUNJ will drop Emagine from middle straight away, and now we got a 2v3 situation. And a lot of time to play. But the key thing for Immunity is that player in B storage and the player in the off angle and the lockers by A main. So that's the key stuff here for Immunity. That gives them an advantage in this situation.
30 seconds remaining. And again, yeah, Immunity's positions are pretty strong at the moment. And Renegades are falling into the trap. They're going to have a crossfire here. They're going to have to part the Red Sea to get this bomb planted. James looking for anyone on his 6, but there's nobody there. SPUNJ going to take him down by USTILO. James is just flying around the map. I don't even know what that was. So 8 seconds left, and the bomb is on the floor. So he pretty much has to get a 2-man here because he does not have time to plant.
Oh, he's not going to do it. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
He can't think either because if he dies,
nicely done by Immunity in that round. Again, that is what we're talking about. That like, just understanding how strong those 2 positions are that they took there. Like if you can get a spot in the match where you can take those positions in the way that they did, that's just fantastic. A lot of teams would overlook that small factor, but it really made a difference there for them.
So vent position taken by Immunity, and Renegades should have heard that. Now when this smoke goes down, JKS can hold an angle toward the vent from that position and have his teammate throw the Molotov into the vent to force the CT out, and then he should get a free spray down, although James is in an advanced position, but with the FAMAS, We'll see if this will work out for him. I would like to see that from Renegades. Something that Virtus.pro do quite well.
So here we have the passive split and pick play from Renegades once again. And with all the nades they have in the Molotovs, you would expect to see a little bit of an execute coming in, either on middle or towards the A bomb site.
So this is the Molotov we're talking about, but JKS is not in a position to actually punish a CT for being there, should he be there. They're not on this occasion, but that would complete the puzzle. So Renegades moving into a B split now.
Yeah, and lots of Molotovs already being used. They've got 1 or 2 actually left for the bomb site itself, which is really good. It's a great round from Renegades so far when it comes to the grenade uses, but they, oh my god, the counter grenades from Immunity are stunning. All of Renegades were blinded, so blinded, and Immunity just struck them all down as they were blinded. They're just covering their eyes in the corners of B storage and vent room, and Immunity are going to win that round cleanly. But the approach from Renegades was great. It was a great approach.
Immunity, one of the hardest working teams I've had the pleasure of watching boot camp. And you can see it paying off for them so far. 3-3 though, everything is still very, very fragile for both sides. So the full AKs here, well, 4 AKs and an M4 for Immunity. That is so powerful on the CT side. Versus in the eco again, and it's going to be a spray down. Everyone is going to get some bullets, Oprah Winfrey style.
Yeah, it's a great push that we saw from Immunity there onto A main, because that gives you such a good spotting. Like, and you saw, of course, 2 players there. That's very indicative of what's going on. What you should often see from the T side is if you're fast approaching the A main area, you should actually throw a flash in front of A main, because it's $200, and if someone's going to push A main, they get blinded instantly, and you get an easy kill. So it's a good counterplay to their pop flash. You're going to pop flash them back straight away. And it's a very small investment, but it's still very effective.
Okay, so the buy for both sides. We've got 9 AKs in one round. Don't see that every day. Renegades moving over towards the B bomb site. Look at the positioning of the CTs there. Rickeh and James, I think they're both in the vent area. No AWP either, so just a lurker towards A. Is that going to cause a rotation? No, Rickeh coming in to take down Yam in the vent area. Will they expect the second player? AZR coming in for the flank. Is it going to pay off for him? Taking down a short player, and now the B bomb site has been cleared out. Bit of a delay here. Much damage taken by the remaining Renegades players. The bomb still on fire, and now they need to cross, but that fire has given USTILO an opportunity to stop the cross, and there it is. AZR goes down. Bombs in headshot. JKS has no choice but to face. He's got 7 HP. He's going to go down as well. Immunity with the save.
Immunity seem very on point with a lot of these rounds. Again, you can see the plan from Renegades. So Renegades have a really well-developed plans on their T sides, which is really good to see, because in some of the in the other matches on Cash, we saw a lot more kind of reliance on picking, and in Renegades, instead of playing more positionally, they're trading the grenades to try to win positions over, to attack as a unit, which is really cool. But Immunity, I mean, of course, they're either used to Renegades and how they play, and on top of that, they've got good fundamentals. So it's really working out for them. And this fast play, there's a pop flash, could work out for Renegades if they're fast on the frags.
So Renegades going for a rush onto the A site, but the angles are being found by the CTs. They will go back in their favour for Renegades now. The bomb plant goes down. SPUNJ with an AK. Let's see if they can pick up any more rifles. Got to play close sight, but that Tech 9 could be very dangerous for AZR. There it is, straight to the face of SnypeR. He's going to go down. 2 versus 2 now, but Yam's only got 33 HP. And it's Yam alone to go down as well. A bit of bonus money made by Rickeh with the MP9, and he'll pick up a rifle eventually. There we go.
So one thing to notice is how Immunity have been able to successfully win all the rounds since the initial 3 that Renegades won. So, it was they won the pistol, then they lost immediately afterwards, which usually just sets you back massively as the CTs. But Immunity managed to bounce back after the first 4 rounds, and they just haven't lost a round since then. So really well done by them. You can see the money starting to build. Rickeh's picked up an AWP. The situation is never good if Rickeh's got an AWP in his hands. And if they start getting more confident, we might see James doing it as well.
Oh, James gonna jump and get slam dunk with a basketball straight out of AZR's AK-47. SnypeR goes down as well, and Immunity do not know what hit them, but it hurt, that's for sure. Rickeh with a great snap. He's going to reposition as well. Stay alive for as long as he can. AZR with the smoke onto short, but there's a gap. USTILO, if he jumps on the barrels as well, he can just jump and look over the smoke as well as on the side, although he will get taken down. So, Rickeh versus the rest of Oceania. That's a Another shot. Look how sharp he is with these shots. He got that Dragon Lore in a drop as well. Didn't cost him a single thing. So
salty.
Rickeh versus 3. Let's see what he can do with this. I think actually Rickeh is the reason for my tilt with the Dragon Lore. He's the reason why I've opened about 50 cobblestone cases.
So
he's like, yeah, I got this in a drop, mate.
So Renegades had two choices here as well when they were in middle, and they had this 4v2 situation. They could have tried to force the issue towards A, and again, I think some teams may have done that out of indecision, or they could have decided to try to outposition, outmaneuver the CTs, and then have a stronger positional situation, which basically auto-wins you the round, and stops Rickeh from maybe being able to do anything. That's exactly what they ended up doing. So you can see that Renegades are always quite positionally aware of how they want to maneuver themselves around the map, and this time with that super strong mid-entry, and that was against a lot of players on middle from the Immunity as well. They Immunity like to go for the 1-3-1 at the start of the round, and Renegades just smashed it down. So that's really cool and very encouraging to see that they were able to do that. So we have a real fight in our hands here between these two teams. And that said, Immunity still have quite a lot of cash to spend, and they got a good buy. And once again, the A main aggression goes in for Immunity, and Imagine's going to take one kill. There is the second. Where is the response? Yam gets the refrag, but they don't know there's a second player there, and he'll spray down one more. Havoc's going to die. This is a disaster. AZR's onto the bomb site, but there's so little for him to do here in this position because that bomb is down in A main.
Large and in charge. What a great performance by Immunity at the beginning. But, again, everything's still fragile. There is a smoke down, but there's lots of time for AZR to play with. And it appears Squeaky Door is also open, so this is going to be hard for both teams. Rickeh needs to make sure he's on point with that AWP. He can't miss a single shot, otherwise AZR's going to come for him, but Rickeh hardly ever misses a shot these days. AZR goes down, Immunity extend their leads. Expensive round for them though. Let's see what kind of buy they have coming up. We've got the AKs being bought by Renegades. Immunity going to go with the helmets. And indeed they will have rifles for all. And a lot of nades as well, so we've made it work. With full defuse kits. Very, very nice. Full buy. Coming in eventually. So what is the approach from Renegades? What do they do to change things up? Looks like they're setting up for a nade execute towards A, judging by the position of, I think that's, well, it has to be SPUNJ or Havoc, I suppose. Boost coming in.
There's a big meat hook there. Do you see that?
I did, yeah.
What if you get stuck on that? That would suck. Alright.
Probably would suck, I suppose. Unless, Dan, you like being stuck on meat hooks.
Oh, I guess it's a little bit too high up.
Oh no. The smoke into main has failed from, I don't know what position that came from. I think SnypeR might have thrown that, but that would be, God knows where his mouse would be to make it land there.
Who knows? That said, Renegade's taking a much slower situation in this time, and preemptive flash there coming into A main, that's nice. And James waiting patiently here on the B-bomb site, still waiting for this movement. There's two players towards vents actually, they're ready to apply pressure for Renegades, but that bomb is towards A, and they're actually going to boost out of the vents. So this is a really nice pressure play to delay rotation, but get a fast rotate back through middle as the lurker to help this push on A, and so far it's going to go pretty well. Yam's going to take down Imagine, the most dangerous player in that position. SnypeR though with a frag to defend short, and he can still do this for his team. Great kill there through the smoke. That is going to make the difference. Now Immunity have an advantage on the players, at least.
Both players stuck on the sites, but Yam has managed to move towards main, starting to peek towards short. The tap to take down James, traded by Rickeh. Now it's 2 versus 1. The shadow position to the left is a disadvantage as well for AZR, so he's got to be careful with that, but the shoulder peeking might be the order of the day. There he goes, 1 versus 1. Now the bomb is ticking fast. Rickeh does have a defuse kit. He'll get the frag as well, and he should have time to both defuse the bomb and go and get his AWP afterwards.
Yeah, that's a really, really big one-on-one to win there, because Renegades are in this position where they're starting to lose control of the match, and of course their money's not great either. They're going to force it up behind the bomb plant, and but this is, if Immunity can take this round fairly clean, survive with four players ideally for them, they are going to have really good momentum going forwards to take to at least 10-11 rounds. So this is a big deal for Renegades to just knock Immunity off the economy and get themselves towards that 8-7 that they want. So big push actually from Immunity going into Squeaky. That's kind of a big deal, because we'll see SnypeR. You'll spot most players going up middle at the moment, and got one player who can flank them in USTILO. He's going to find a couple players, but he'll go down.
Wow, to the Tech 9 as well with an assist. But that's a painful loss for the CTs.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why they didn't. They went for like a makeshift smoke of A main, but that's because they wanted the fast timing into a squeaky door. So hasn't paid off for them. Man down for both sides, leaving only one person towards A. Look at the position of SPUNJ on short as well. This is a split opportunity for the Renegade side. Havoc headed towards squeaky door. He's only got 16 HP though, so again, fragile is the name of the game here for both sides. Imagine going down from short. SnypeR has an angle, but obviously they're going to expect him there. He can use that smoke to his advantage to try and change his position. Two players coming in from Karlo for the CTs with a very long rotation from Rickeh from the B bomb site. So he needs his teammate to stay alive for him. AZR and Havoc heavily tagged as these two immunity players go for the retake.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. James is very low. In fact, he's backing away. So this will be Renegades actually winning the round. That's going to be nice for them. I don't think Immunity have any money left. If we check that real quick, we can know for sure. And indeed, so they're going to have around $1,500 to $2K, most of them. But if they're able to save these two weapons, they can consider forcing it up. They can consider that, and it might be a good play to go for. As Renegades go to 5 rounds. That said, you know, Immunity already having 8 rounds on the CT side. That's pretty awesome by today's cash standards, I would say. So here we go. Will we get the force from Immunity behind the 2 save weapons? It is an AWP and an M4 after all. And Rickeh and James could, in theory, drop something like pistols or whatever if they wanted to. Or in fact, Rickeh could have actually dropped a FAMAS. That said. Interesting. They're going to just save fully behind this and just hope that the AWP and the M4 either survive or do a lot of damage.
So let's see who's going to get the early advantage. Again, Rick is going to be very important. If he gets a frag in one direction, maybe he rotates to another site. But players have started to go down for immunity, trying to play around flashbangs. Not going to work for them. So we have Emagine and 2 AWPers left. Maybe expecting a stack. Renegades, are they going to move away from the B bomb site? They seem to just be playing passive maybe. Just trying to reposition in case of any further aggression from immunity elsewhere. And indeed, Rickeh is coming in for the peak. But Luke is just waiting for him. And the beard will strike him down.
Yes, this looks pretty clean here for Renegades so far. No one even touched at this point. And James and Imagine very far away from one another. Imagine with that 5.7 is going to need a godlike highlight reel with this 5.7 to make this one happen. First frag is going to go his way, but he's low on bullets now. 8 bullets left. He's got a multiplayer to take down. There's a second one actually, and somehow Rick is still alive in this position. He's going to finally fall, and Renegades will lose 2 players. That's a bit of extra cash there for Rickeh. Sorry, yeah.
Imagine you
sorry.
saw the Rickeh sticker on the side of the 5.7.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did he do that earlier or something? Or?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm just. But yeah, never mind.
Yep.
Anyway, I suck. SPUNJ on the AWP. And no AWP here for immunity into the last round. SPUNJ going for the timing shot. The flick is just off there. And Imagine looking for the players over the boost here. He'll call it for SnypeR. And maybe even has made the distraction as the push comes into B storage here. Great flick from SPUNJ as a response. And Renegades will go 4 players to the 4 immunity now. But SnypeR's going in with the P90. He's going to discover the bomb there as well. But the problem is he can't escape this position. And that is going to be punished by Havoc. And it is just frag for frag, but immunity cannot withstand this being a man down.
This round is anyone's at the moment. It's just going to come to a few key duels. And also, Havoc, he's got a position to keep control of the vent area, but he's been spotted. And USTILO will move around for a double peek with his teammate. The trade will come in, but that's not going to be great. He is not going to wait to pick up the M4. He's going to push with the FAMAS here and do what he can. Oh, SPUNJ gonna shoot him straight in the chest. And 8-7, this, we have no idea where this is going.
Yeah, again, that could have been an 11-4 situation or something, but instead it ended up being an 8-7, so that was really good by Renegades to turn it around. But that said, you know, it is certainly an easier affair on the T side these days. So I have to see whether, you know, who actually comes out on top on the pistol round, because that's going to be a really big deal. Because Renegades are going to need that good CT economies to start with, I think, to deal with the way the meta game's been on the T sides. So let's see what Immunity have to throw in the bag. or throw in the back, throw at them, I guess, strategically on their pistol. I would actually expect something like a B push or something from Immunity. That's kind of what I would expect. I don't know exactly why. I don't know if I saw that recently, but anyway.
You have an inkling, Dan.
And my inkling is wrong. Or at least the bomb is dropped at T-spawn. Someone's going to have to go back and get that. No, James is like, no, I don't want this.
I never asked for this. Rickeh's been taken down early towards A main by Yam. Good start from him. Not sure how much information he would have got from that. Looks like Renegades looking to play the retake on A with just Yam there, and the rest of the team more or less focused towards B and stopping a flank through Z connector. Immunity. Early disadvantage here. What is the play? Waiting to see if Renegades will push, but there is no need to do so. They can just rest and wait for them to run into their crosshairs. Wait for the headshots.
This is basically just a battle of headshots. That's all this comes down to right now. And as we can see, this is going pretty well for the CTs. We've got a good view of this right now. Good vantage point. And there you go. Renegades will start with the good economy that they deserve. Or at least that they feel that they deserve. And the issue here for Immunity will be winning this force buy, obviously, or doing a huge amount of damage. Now, I would like to see, a player or two not get armor in necessarily, just to get nades, so that you can actually go for the execute. Because we'll get SnypeR being there. Okay, maybe not. Okay, yeah, he's not going to get the Tech 9. Okay, no, he gets the Tech 9. Okay, never mind. So I thought I would like to see more grenades so they can actually execute properly into the bomb site, and you can definitely do that off the force buy if you sacrifice a player, especially on the armor and maybe the Tech 9. But they will go for the full Tech 9s, apart from James, who's got a P250, so he can get some nades. And the problem is that many nades is not necessarily going to get you into a bomb site. But Renegades are playing a sort of retake approach here on towards A. So there's only one guy there initially. The Immunity are spreading out, James. They're spreading out. And they're going to end up attacking the A bomb site with 2 players.
SPUNJ is bringing nothing but glory to the Renegade side. I got
to say, on these pistol rounds, I'm not sure what the merit is to split up in that way. When you're up against, SMGs and potentially rifles. But I guess maybe they felt like they didn't have enough nades. I don't know. But Immunity now down to a full eco. That's not good.
Glocks. Look at this. Renegade starting with 3 people towards the B bomb site. They know that Immunity can't afford to buy anything, so mid will not be a concern too much. They have a fast push down A main, which means that Yam can just keep an eye on short. Obviously, if the vent play is real, they will hear it. So they pretty much have all their bases covered. Yam is in a position to hear Squeaky Door open as well. But he doesn't seem to have twigged, because there is a player who's come through Squeaky Door and starting to flank the flank. He's gone down, and it's down to Yam now. He will have little problem taking down those 3 players. So now we come into the buy. No AWP to start for Team Immunity. Renegades, we'll see what they keep from the previous round. They've got that double P90, which they could choose to use. So Havoc's picked up an AWP. Normally we see Yam AWPing. We'll see where Havoc is headed with his AWP.
This is an interesting situation, actually. Is he going for the fast play into A? I like the shotgun aura in a round like this. And the AWP is in play on Havoc, but is he even going to get to use this?
Nades.
These are good. This is good right now. Imagine they're over the top on forklift. He'll spot the first player. James goes in as well. But the trades are coming back in for Renegades, but how many trades are they going to get? Looks like AZR's going to reposition to quad here. He's actually stolen away that potential plant situation away from Immunity. They need to somehow bring themselves back into that bomb plant scenario. But AZR's just sitting there with that P90, just trolling for days. And he's going to find himself the kills, and some way Renegades win that round. I don't even know.
They rescue the AWP as well, but have a look at the stark difference. We mentioned it, the use of Molotovs and so on. That was epic. An epic execute from Immunity, and so fast as well. So few places that was safe for the CTs to stand, but yet the P90 will prevail, Dan.
Yeah, it almost makes me more surprised why in the force buy they didn't decide to go for more of an execute with the nades, because it can be so good on A, to be honest. And well, Renegades with a fantastic start, and I would be so surprised not to see Immunity be able to go through. Instead, we would see Animal Squad go through if Renegades are able to beat them here.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Renegades could be the ultimates here. The final boss of gatekeepers here for Team Immunity. Again, pushing through the smoke. We've seen how much this can fail for the T side. But obviously, it's an economical round, so you can't worry about that too much on this occasion. But again, it's so advantageous. We used to see this a lot in North America, but they finally started to adjust, get that pop flash in. Envy are a good team to see the pop flash through that smoke, for example.
Oh, they are so good at that.
If you want to look at that for reference, be my guest.
They are so good at that.
Buy for both teams coming out now. Rickeh is on the AWP. It's much needed at the moment with a full round advantage here for Renegades and the money not on the Immunity side. Fast push from Renegades here, but it's not going to work out for them. That was almost a FlipSid-esque setup there with one player close box, avoiding the flashbang, getting the first frag. Then Rickeh in the well-edit spot getting the second one. So early disadvantage here for Renegades. Good opportunity for Immunity to get right back into the game here.
Yeah, and this is a spot where you feel desperate as a CTs. You need to take some aggression to eliminate what's going on straight away. Yam's going to be able to find that kill on A main. That's good. That means actually that they can push A main, or at least put one player deep on A main, so the rotation's fast and the information is going to be good, as well as the position if they attack you. But instead we'll find a fast rotation as the push is more or less immediate from Immunity there, and the trades will secure the bomb site. Where did that incendiary go? Did that actually make it to the site?
I think it glitched.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But in they go, and SPUNJ and Yam against 3 players, and they're smoked off. Smoke will dissipate though, but it's a patient affair. SnypeR will indeed snipe away with that AK and finish the job. 9-12, Immunity back in with a round win. I really don't know where this game's going, because we still have money on Renegades at the moment. Any AWP? No, they're going to go full rifles. And we have the AWP on Rickeh. Interesting stuff. Now Immunity looking potentially for a pick-based play in this round as well.
Oh, those nades onto short. Never noticed how much damage they do. Luke down to 64 HP already. Definitely going to be using that in future. Got a Molotov for the close boost as well. Rickeh is just going to have a look and see what is going on. And again, you saw a glitch Molotov on the CT side. We've mentioned those a number of times in the past.
That pick though from Rickeh, that is going to really put some pressure on. All Immunity has to do from this spot is just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit, force Renegades to try to put 2 to a site, or attack middle, you know, and find it empty, or find it with 1 player in there and they can just kill him. But that said, that single player, I think it's Yam, is actually pushing in, and this could be massive right now. They won't expect this. He'll get 2 players almost. Oh, not quite, almost. And that's James on 4 HP, but he'll also spot where the bomb was. And with the def cam, maybe he can actually figure out where he's going. 3 players now from Immunity to attack B.
SnypeR running distraction towards A as a death from above. JK's in a good position to do a lot of damage. Taking down USTILO. James only has 4 HP, needs to get to the site before that smoke disappears. The longer they take, the closer AZR will be to getting involved as well. He has a Molotov, which could be tricky if he throws it while James is trying to plant, but the bomb goes down. James will trade, but he's only got 4 HP. He will fall, and Renegades will be back to winning ways. Immunity's loss bonus has been reset, and Renegades have run 13. These are very dangerous waters for Team Immunity.
I mean, they're probably used to shark-infested waters, James, but I don't know what's in these waters, James, but something much more dangerous. They are potentially not going to be flying overseas for this LAN.
I cannot imagine the heartbreak where that's to happen. DreamHack Winter, one of the, maybe the last stop, the last big stop on the calendar of Counter-Strike. It's going to be big. There will be Corv, Dan, and there will be blood.
Okay, well, push comes in here from Immunity with those Tech 9s, and they get all but cleaned up. It's one frag after another until all the dominoes have been knocked down, and Immunity, oh my god, they are in trouble. This is going to be so heartbreaking, as you said, if they don't manage to somehow find a way back into this one. Renegades, they are just here to ruin Immunity's day, James. They don't get anything out of this. They get nothing out of this but the satisfaction.
They get the victory music and some gil. Team Immunity don't have the grenades to execute. We saw what they could do on the A site, or at least try to do with all those Molotovs, smokes, flashes, etc. They have 4 flashes and a smoke. That is all they have. Yeah, so they're going to need to play the pick game, and this could I mean, they have the gun advantage in terms of AKs, but Renegades have Molotovs, counter flashes, etc. And this is not going to be easy for Immunity. Not easy at all. They have one smoke. Their lurker's gone down. They have another person towards the A site with 3 towards B. And you can see the B player smoking himself off, which is going to be very hard for Immunity to punish now. Flash is coming through, and they are losing numbers all over the place. Emagine and USTILO are all that remains. The bomb is down in the middle of the site. This is not good for Immunity.
So they're still alive though. He's going to be making his way in from up high. He'll spot the first frag. It's for free on JKS, but now his position is given away. The element surprise is now gone. SPUNJ will here, and he's just waiting for his teammate to get into position. USTILO could be played the fool in this situation. He's got 30 seconds left. He's backing away, slowly edging back to CT, where he knows that he may find salvation in that play towards the other bomb site. He's got to commit now. There's no indecision that can be made in this kind of a spot. He's got 20 seconds. He's really got to start running for it now, and he's going to be heard. Leaving it to the last possible moment. He will get the plant. But will he survive the onslaught that is to come after that?
Okay, so the open plant has been made. The 2 CTs don't have vision yet, so he can move away from short. There is a player in car. I think he... Did he spot him there? He saw a head towards him. Oh, he's got a bad position as well. Trying to pre-fire the main player, but it is not to be. He's got the plant at least for his team. Unable to clutch, though. It was a difficult position he ended up in there, and Renegades are on match points.
That was a good effort. That was a good effort with the pre-fire there. But he got the bomb down at the very least for his team. That is something that's going to allow them to actually have AKs. That's the difference this has made. Actual rifles and 5 grenades. Immunity are on the brink of losing this one and not flying to DreamHack Winter. That is phenomenal.
They're going to have to take their coats back to the shop if they don't win this round. Because I'm sure it's warm in Australia at the moment. Oh, the dink, but it's not enough. It is not enough. Rickeh goes down in A main. That's an early disadvantage for his team. Yaman with a nice angle as well. And again, Immunity in a situation where they cannot execute onto a site because they don't have enough nades. They don't have the economy. They have no money. Emagine goes down, and slowly the Cobra twists its body around the neck of its quarry. Although Yam and AZR are heavily tagged at the moment, so there's still some opportunity, but that's not going to help. USTILO is going to choke when it counts. 4 versus 2. Again, Yam, AZR, JKS, all tags, but we need frags here, not just tags.
Yeah, this is really doable for Immunity. They're going to make their way into the beef site. Now they need these instant kills. They got some time here to work with, 40 seconds. The quick rotation will come from events, so that's the immediate concern. And here we go, onto the bomb site. JKS is there. And they're starting to figure this out, I think. SnypeR goes close, looking for the quick engagement. Nice team play there from Immunity. They didn't lose any health there, but they're both stuck on the bomb site. But the bomb will go down. So there is still hope alive in this round at the very least for Immunity. In goes the first engagements there. They're getting naded off position. This is quite awkward here for James, but he does have support in SnypeR, who's on the other corner of the site. In comes the push, and instantly they both go down. Renegades are going to take this one with the defuse, and Immunity are not going to DreamHack Winter for the finals, and this is crazy. Animal Squad are going to LAN.
Animal Squad.
Animal Squad are going to LAN.
You may have noticed that Obama, there was an accident and Obama fell off the table the other day. Well, just like Obama did.
Did you fix him?
Just like Obama did. Stop spoiling it, Dan. Just like Obama did on Impact, it all fell apart for Immunity. Just like this. This is Immunity now. And it will be Animal Squad heading towards LAN. Animal Squad, Raz got a good opportunity here to do what they can do, but again, they have let's see, a month and a bit to drill now. They're going up against the strongest teams in the world, and they're going to have to bring the A game. They really have to drill and close as many holes as possible because the leaking ship will be sunk very quickly at the FACEIT finals in DreamHack Winter.
Yeah, it's funny actually because he just backslapped Obama yesterday, and we finished the broadcast. We looked on the floor. Obama was in pieces.
Yeah, this isn't even mine. This belongs to someone else.
Yeah,
face it. So I've had to order another one, because I broke it, I guess. Well, there we go. So that's going to bring our Oceanic broadcast to an end. It's been an emotional roller coaster. It's been a great end, 3 days in a row. Everything changing all the time. Immunity suffer heartbreak at the hands of their mortal enemies in Oceania. And Animal Squad, a new challenger, arises from the ashes. We will see what they have to offer in just over a month in Sweden. But for now, that's all. We will see you next week with more European and North American Counter-Strike.